Welcome back to the Meeple Marathon. Today we are taking a look at the culmination of the Set-A-Watch trilogy. This is Doomed Run. So this is an expansion for Set-A-Watch, and it's actually an expansion that requires all of Set-A-Watch to be able to play it, which I actually appreciate. A lot of times you go and collect an entire board game and the expansions only work with the core game and not the other expansions, because publishers don't want you to not be able to play one expansion without the other. But this one actually requires all of them. Now, that's only 3 boxes, so we're not talking about a ton here. But this box, which is quite large, you can't tell very well, but this box not only holds the entire series for Set-A-Watch, but it also gives you the ability to play through a campaign utilizing, again, all 3 iterations of Set-A-Watch, the entire trilogy. So if you are interested in my reboxing video to show how all of this fits in here, check out my reboxing video that's going to be popping up in the upper right corner right now. Otherwise, I'm just going to kind of give you a brief overview of what you're getting with the box, and then talk about what this game actually, or what this expansion actually does for Set-A-Watch. So here you have your rule book, and this is not just a rule book. The beginning is kind of your standard rule book, and it's really more about just setting up and what you do when you win or lose an expedition. But then you start to get into your realms, and that's essentially the scenarios. So there's 7 different realms you need to play through, and you can see that it gives you a list of what creatures need to go in, and the map deck, and how you're going to build. Now, you're going to shuffle these up, but here you can see certain creatures from Set-A-Watch, certain creatures from Swords of a Coin, a bunch from Doomed Run. Yes, this expansion does give you more creatures, more heroes to play with, but you're actually going to start out your campaign with the base set of Set-A-Watch heroes and earn the other ones as you come along. So really, I love the way they have incorporated all of the expansion content and almost kind of force you to play through all of it, experience all of it. So you can see here that it lists out everything, how you set everything up, and that's it. And then you go through and you play, and there's some game breaks in the middle of it that kind of breaks up. So you're playing kind of 2 mini games, and then one full standard length game, and then you move on to Realm 2. So that's it. There's not a ton of, there's a little bit of flavor text over here, but there's not this big journal or anything like that. It's pretty much just here is Set-A-Watch. Let's play through it all. So it does come with this large board, so you don't need to use the inside of the boxes, but you still could if you wanted to. 2 different sides, really just kind of a slightly different layout, but there you go. It depends on which one you prefer. So there's that. There's a nice tray here that pulls out. This is going to hold all your mini cards. I've also gone ahead and put all my camp tokens, my fire tokens, doom tokens, and these 2 things right there. Again, reboxing video can be viewed now. All of your large cards are going to be down here. So let's just take a look quickly at what this actually comes with. A lot of really nice dividers. So here are just an example of some of the creatures that come with Doomed Run. I'm not going to go through all of them. Well, here's a whole bunch of summons cards, but Spooked Horse, you can see, Supplicant, Carrier Dragon. So these are all new cards that came with this particular expansion, along with some new locations. And then here we have basically a way to store and not have to get rid of these beautiful boxes that we have utilized in previous games of Set-A-Watch. These boxes were perfect for what you needed. You open them up and you started to play. So you're saving the box, and I basically use these boxes to store all my character hero pads, all of my dice, all of the secret envelopes. So you'll notice there's a lot of space right here. Well, that's because eventually we're going to be unlocking stuff as we play through it, and those cards will then go fill in here. Before I go ahead and show you kind of what Doomed Run adds to the game, I did want to cover the adventures that, these are standard heroes. You can play these in just single one-shot games of Set a Watch. They can be incorporated with any of the previous expansions. So we have the Knight. The Knight can essentially give its die when it camps. I'm not going to go into all of the ability cards. Those are fun to explore for yourself, but this one's nice because if you roll like a 6 and then go to camp and you don't need to heal, you could give that 6 to someone who could use it just, for direct damage. We have the Bard. Choose one of your ability cards and swap it with one ability card of an adventure not in play. The new ability card maintains the exhausted. So he can actually utilize other characters who you did not choose. And so if you have all of the expansions, that's a pretty hardy talent to have. The Royal gains coins equal to half the value of the die result rounded up. So, you can go there, spend a die, and get some extra coins. And not all of these guys. Here we're starting to get into the realm of people who need to be unlocked through the realm. So they didn't want, I guess, hide these larger cards and have them all bent up. So we're just going to briefly cover characters like the Cartographer, their Serpent Folk Lancer, the Cult Leader, and the Vampire. So some really cool heroes that come in the Doomed Run expansion. All right, so here we have our player board. At the beginning of the game, you're going to, or at the beginning of each realm, you're going to choose a side quest. And so you start with a certain number here. You're going to choose one, and you're going to place it over here. So the standard thing is to draw 3 randomly and then choose one. So say I want the Knight. This is my side quest now. I'm attempting to accomplish this. But it's also going to give me something else that says add the top 3 cards of the creature deck to the horde. Reward, the Knight joins your company. So if we are able to defeat this side quest, we'll be able to add the Knight to our base set of characters from the original Set a Watch. All right, so we've got that. Then during setup, we're going to shuffle in these game break cards. You can see the backs look the same, but when we reveal them, it's going to say, ooh, game break. So this is where your little mini version of a game ends, and there'll be 2 of them. So mini version, and then after this is going to be a full kind of game of Set a Watch. But this is when you're going to gain the current side quest reward. So were you successful? Basically, if you may get this far, then you were successful. You're going to reset the creature deck, shuffle all of the visited location cards into the unused location deck, reset the coins on the camp board, refresh the item market, select a new side quest, and reveal the first location for the next expedition. So this is how you can very easily get new characters into your party by completing these side quests and getting these new characters. And more side quests are going to be unlocked as you beat realms. But then the coolest thing is that after you've defeated a realm, so 2 game breaks and all of the games, minigame, full game, make up 1 realm. So after you have defeated a realm, you will take one of your characters still alive in your party and make them a warden of the realm, which I think is a really cool touch. And so these cards here act as not only your dividers for your ability cards in the box, but they also offer up your ability to this is the warden ability here. So here you can see that if you have this character, you start the realm with 12 fire. Normally you start at 7. Here you start up at 12, already seeing 3 people. And your chop wood camp action is increased by +1 fire. So anybody that goes here, instead of just moving it up 2, would move it up 3. He moves it up 4. You're no longer going to be able to use him, though, because he is now a warden. So you would place his card up here. So you've actually shrunk your party size down. And you always have to be able to take 4 people into each realm, into each different scenario. So you've shrunk your party down a little bit, but you've also given yourself a boon that you're going to carry with you through the rest of the realms. So I really like this touch. It forces you to unlock new characters, forces you to play those new characters because you're going to be leaving some that you've already played behind. They're going to give you a boon, but it really, again, I love how Doomed Run forces you to play through the full experience of Setawatch. Don't just pick your 4 favorite characters and play through every single scenario with all 4 of them. No, no, no. They're saying, we're going to mix up the creature decks for you. We're going to mix up the locations for you. We're going to force you to play various characters, 4 different ones each turn, maybe. And you're not just going to be able to rely on your one favorite character every time. So this is a great way to experience all of Setawatch. Again, don't go out and buy the Doomed Run expansion if you don't already have or are planning to get the entire trilogy of Setawatch. It wouldn't make sense. Yes, technically you would be getting 7 new characters, but then you'd have this large box to fill up and nothing to put in it. So I would definitely pick this up as your 4th or your 3rd expansion, your 4th purchase of Setawatch. But if you already have the full trilogy or are planning to get the full trilogy here, you're waiting on a pre-order or something like that, I would definitely pick up Doomed Run. This is a no-brainer in my opinion. First of all, it gives you that nice big all-in storage box, which if you're a fan of this channel, you know I am a huge fan of the storage solution boxes. So it fits everything for you in a nice one neat box, but then it also gives you this campaign with not a lot of fluff. Again, there's no story journal or anything like that. There's no book of secrets. There's no turning of pages. There's just a setup and then, ending the scenario stuff that, again, forces you to experience the entire trilogy. And I really like that. So this was just a brief preview of Doomed Run. It's coming to retail in June of this year from Tabletop Tycoon, so keep an eye out for that. And if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know in the comment section below. Otherwise, once again, thanks for watching. Have a great day.